Want to support me? Go to Nene Marie 37 on Instagram and purchase you a signed copy of my book. That's Nene Marie 3. Yo, it's your boy Trench News, and I'm back at y'all with another one. Appreciate all the support. Thanks for everyone who subscribed to the channel. If you ain't subbed to my channel, make sure you do. Make sure you join the membership. Shout out to the Real Mod Squad, man. If you ain't following my mods, make sure you follow their ads at the end of the video. Remember, if you got anything extra, I said extra, food, hygiene, clothes, bag it up, take it outside, and give it to the less fortunate. Remember, we all one step away from being homeless, man. I don't care how much money you say you got. You can be one step away, trust me. With that being said, let's save all the kids, man, the women, the elderly, the non-gang members, man, who want to live. Let them live, man. If they want to get out, let them out, man. On everything. Let them better their life if they want to better their lives, man. But let's protect the kids, man. They dying at an alarming rate. With that being said, y'all already know, man, I'm doing a What Happened series, man. What happened to BDEO, man? They keep on inboxing me about EO. EO is a legend on the low end, man. And he a legend because when you say you a legend, you got to leave some type of mark in history that everybody will remember. And it wasn't, it's a bad thing. The situation was bad. But on the other end, man, is teach the kids, man, about the gangs, the rules, the politics, and things like that, man. So we're going to get into the story about BDEO from 5th Ward, man. If y'all don't know what 5th Ward is where crack is from, THF crack from, where THF Teasy from, where Man from on the Duck case, all them from the same block. But they was younger though. They was younger then. Man and them, they probably was little kids when EO was around and shit like that. So EO, man, he's a member from 5th Ward, bro. I remember this shit, this event, clearly as day, man. And you would think that the outcome of this situation would have been that EO was dead, or like he got to get pushed off, or you know what I'm talking about? Like, that wasn't the situation in this story. This the real John Wick story. Now, they be talking about Tay Savage got a story about some John Wick shit. This guy, EO, he got a John Wick story. Let me tell y'all the story, though, man. Okay, so it was war going on the low end, man, in the 2000s, early 2000s, man. It was war. It was still, you know what I'm talking about, the structure, a little bit of structure left. And, you know, they was calling meetings back then. So you had to go to meetings if it was something important. Somebody just got down on somebody, or a pipe came up missing, or anything of that nature, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or you holding something for the guys, like you holding the guys' guns, and they need their guns, but you somewhere else, you get violated for not being there, not being on time, no matter what the situation is. And this situation right here was sad, man, because EO grandmother was in a hospital, man. She was in the hospital fighting for her life, dying. You know what I'm saying? And EO was at the hospital, but he was called to the block. Everybody else showed up but EO. When EO didn't show up, you know, they went to the crib that he stayed at. You know what I'm saying? They telling him, man, EO with his grandma. Fuck your grandma. You know what I'm saying? Fuck his grandma. Woo, woo, woo. We need him down here right now. You know what I'm saying? So EO had called them and told the guys, you know what I'm talking about, the real members, not no little kids, the real members. Hey, I'm at my grandma's sick, man. You know what I'm talking about? She in the hospital fighting for her life, bro. You know, I can't do it right now, Scud. I gotta be with my grandma. They said F his grandma again, man. This a lady who most people, your mother is your mother, but granny is your mother and your grandma. Like, your granny is just something about granny, bro. And especially if granny, you ain't got no mother, and granny is the mother. Granny taking care of you. Like, your mother gone, or I don't know the situation with EO, or, you know what I'm talking about, she either passed away, or, you know, shit like that, bro. Like, you ain't playing about that. So EO took it to heart. So they was telling EO what they was going to do to him, the gang members. They was telling him that when they catch him, it's on sight. They whooping him. They going to pop him. All that shit. They going to kill him, basically. And EO, he, you know what I'm talking about, by having they weapons, he had used they weapons on them. They was threatening them. You know what I'm talking about? Blew at him a couple of times when they seen him. Because now he was scared to come back. He ain't want to come back to the block. You know what I'm saying? He ain't want to come back to the block. So he was trying to avoid it at all costs. But then they kept on applying pressure, kept on sending threats. You know what I'm talking about? Through female and everything. So one day, EO got in his car. His car had a sunroof on it. And he rolled up the block of Fifth Ward, man, and hung out the sunroof, man, and both sides like Tekken, like Salt, like one of the movies, man, where you see they got two guns in their hands, man, and they pull up spraying on both sides, and he's still driving and controlling the steering wheel with his knee going straight. Man, I'm talking about, hey, look, I know a lot of y'all probably think this a movie or a gimmick, but look, this a real story. So EO came through. Boom, 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 boom. Now they putting out APBs. Man, he striking the guys. He done hit a couple of motherfuckers up. He done hit them up. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm talking about, 2 days later, he come back through. Boom, 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 boom. Hit the main motherfucker over there in the head. You know what I'm talking about? Hit him in his head. But he's still alive. Everybody's still alive, though. Come through. He fuck him up. Get shit bags out and everything. Day 3, come back through. So now, they like, damn, bro, what we gonna do? EO coming through this bitch. So now they want to talk. EO ain't trying to talk now. They done turned up a motherfucker who they should have left in the dark. I don't think they seen this EO. I think they just seen him as one of the guys. And they probably, just with anybody, man. Not saying EO, but just probably with me, probably with everybody. They think you a goofy. They don't know that you probably a step on them, but they think you a goofy. But this all over because they disrespected this man grandma. This man, I'm talking about like 8, 9 people got hit up off this situation, and EO didn't have a scratch on him. So they put the police on EO. They put the police on him through the females, bro. A female got hit, so they was on some, hey, put them on you. EO ended up in jail. This 2007, I'll never forget. We ended up in jail. We ended up in Cook County Jail. EO was on attempts from shooting up his block. He was on attempts. But I was on the deck. I was on the deck across from him talking to him. Like, what up, Scud? Woo, woo, woo. He was telling me like, man, folks, I ain't bogus. And woo, woo. I'm like, folks, them say you bogus. I'm talking to him and shit like that. And then once he tell me, like the grandma shit, they ain't never add in the grandma shit. They disrespected the man grandma. They wouldn't tell us that. They gonna tell us the bad shit that he on and the weird shit that he on, but they ain't telling us this about his grandma, and they disrespected his grandma. Then they came to his crib, kicked through his door, and some more shit on everything. So I'm talking to him. So another one of the guys from Fifth Ward, rest in peace, Slappo, he got killed at the funeral home. 2 of the guys got killed at the funeral home. He dead too. So we go to Yard Division 1, and EO come out there. So we talk to him, and folks walk up to me like, man, we got to go and stand on this business. So it was one of the guys up in there like, man, y'all ain't finna do nothing, bro. Y'all got to chill out, bro. It's what's in the real, stay in the real. Slappo wasn't trying to hear that. He pieced EO up, man. But long story short, bro, EO stood on all 10. I don't know where EO at now, but he take care of his kids, man. He take care of his kids. He always been like that ever since I knew EO. Like, he was everybody be in the streets because you from the streets. But to the kids, man, I'm telling y'all, the gangs ain't shit. Get out, man. You can learn from the EO story. You can learn from my story. You can learn from everybody's story, bro. That the gangs ain't shit, man. That's the EO story, man. Shout out to the person who kept on hitting me up about EO, man. EO, he did stand on business, man, but he got whooped in the county. And then I don't know about his attempts, but I think I don't know if he went, I think he did go down and do some time. But he out now living his life, man. And I know he glad that the storm is over with, man. This Trisha News. I'll be back at y'all with more content in a minute. This is the EO story, man. This is a real story. Might sound like a movie, but it's real, man. And shout out to EO, man, for standing your ground, man. Because, if you didn't stand your ground, they'll say you was a flunky, and they'll be talking about it to this day, how they treat you. But since you stayed on all 10, man, they know not to play with you now. But I'm out, man.